How you doing, Facebook friends and family? This is Jay Johnson with Discover Your Options, and I just wanted to jump on this live Facebook feed and kind of talk about what is Discover Your Options. We've been getting a lot of, you know, a lot of intrigue about what Discover Your Options is. I've gotten a lot of messages asking what is it that we exactly do at Discover Your Options, and we've gotten enough of those questions where I was like, okay, let me address it. So, Discover Your Options is an option trading platform where we coach people that are new to options, probably never knew what options were ever. We actually have people inside of the academy that have never traded options before in their life. We have a couple people in there that are experienced option traders that have made money in the option arena on their own using their own systems, but joined our academy, our online classes to learn our techniques. And our technique, I'm not going to sit here and say is the holy grail, but what I will tell you is it has worked for us. What we teach is something that we've actually implemented in our own personal lives. It has been extremely successful. We're very transparent in what it is we do. We're very transparent in the companies that we're in, that we're even going to be in. Sometimes we post stuff before we even get in them, and then we let people see what it is that we're doing. So inside of the classroom, it's an online classroom where pretty much, we understand that people have lives, they have children and things like that that they have to entertain and tend to. So it's an online platform that has video courses inside of, I believe, 7 different modules that are broke down into different aspects of learning options. So you can go in and out of the classroom as you see fit that fits within your busy daily schedule. Also, we have our own private, closed, secret Facebook group that everyone inside of the academy has access to, where they converse and talk about companies, where they talk about different strike prices and expiration dates. It's an open platform for all of the students. So we feel like a community that engages with each other can learn better. And also, there's myself and Coach Jackie that we do one-on-one calls every single week with each student. We do a conference call once a week to address any type of questions that any student may have. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that you join this class and you're kind of just on your own to watch videos and learn on your own. No, we talk to each and every student once a week. And then also we do a group call usually every Saturday morning, and that's with the whole academy. Everybody's on. We talk about anything from a class exercise, which is a company that we have interest in, or someone in the academy may have a specific question about anything pertaining to options, and so you have the whole academy on to talk about those things. And we understand, since those group calls are on a Saturday, and all kinds of weekend, so we know people are out and about on a weekend. So we record the group calls. We don't record the one-on-ones, but we record the group calls. So the group calls are recorded, and then they're put inside of the classroom, where if you miss the group call, you can just go to the classroom and listen to what was talked about. And then everything is kind of bullet pointed on the topic of discussion was for that particular group call. And we do this just so everybody stays in the loop, We want the whole goal is for everybody to be 100% successful. 100%. We look at it as if there's one person in the academy that's failing, then the whole academy's failing because for some reason we didn't reach that individual. So we really go out of our way to make sure everybody's up to par. And the academy does come with a price tag. And I want to say this, that it doesn't, it's not about the actual price tag. We know that we're going to gain your focus if you pay to come into the class, because I'm going to have your full undivided attention now. We have a tendency of wanting everything for the hookup or for free. And if I do that and you come into the class, I'm not going to have 100% of your attention because you have nothing vested in learning this material. And this is material that will pretty much change your family's life. We're only, I would say, 4 weeks in of the 8-week boot camp, and we already have, I think, 5 students that have cashed out options that have had very impressive returns. And right now, it's really hard to keep everybody focused on our class exercises because they have it now. I mean, they understand the system now, so they're off running their own companies now. And we love it. We're endorsing everybody in our academy. We're endorsing their success. We're going to promote their success. As they grow, the academy grows. We're trying to reach as many people as we can with this information. So I really wanted to get that out there and let people understand, so people can understand what they actually get with the Discover Your Options classrooms. So we do class exercises every other week. So it's an 8-week boot camp course. So that means we do 4 class exercises. Now, what those class exercises are is the first one, we go through everything. We break down the due diligence to it. We break down the historical analysis to it. I mean, we show them exactly how we go about selecting the company, the strike price, the expiration date, from start to finish. And then the preceding class exercises, we just put the historical analysis sheets up there, and it's up to the students to use their due diligence worksheets to get all the relevant information on that company. And we do that because we need to make sure that after you leave this boot camp, you're running these options on your own, and you really don't need us anymore. So and these class exercises, these aren't just random fly-by-night companies that we're throwing in our classroom. These are classrooms that myself and Coach Jackie have already put extreme due diligence into. We've already done the due diligence, even though we're having the students do the due diligence themselves. We've already done that prior to putting it into the classroom. We've already selected our strike, and these are companies that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Well, again, we can't tell you what to do with your money. We can't tell you what company that you should invest in. But when we put them class exercises up in there, these are companies that we're actually getting into, and the students inside the academy, they see I will post inside of our academy my E-Trade, so they see that this is a company that I have executed myself, that I'm in. So this is not like, I'm just telling you a company and good luck to you. No, this is something that I believe in. This is something that I put my money on. Again, I can't tell you to do it, but if you're in the academy and you're trying to learn, so it'd be in your best interest to kind of follow our lead on this as you're learning. So we do have a free webinar coming up. I believe it's October 9th. I believe it is. No, October 9th, I believe. I think it's Monday. But if you click the link on here, it'll take you to our free webinar landing page where you can reserve your spot. And when you do that, you get our e-guide that it's your own personal guide, so you can get a real basic understanding of options. They make options really scary. They make them real intimidating. They make it so people feel like it's one of the most risky forms of investing, which is just simply not true. It's just simply not true. So pretty much in our webinar, we're trying to explain to everyone that options done correctly is a real risk minimizing way of investing. And it's a way that you can build capital with a very small initial capital investment. Like I literally have people that are starting with just $200. That's it. They've started their brokerages with just $200. And if they stick to the system, if they stick to the Discover Your Options system, they're going to be wild in a year of what that does. We explain, we literally break down in this webinar, we'll break down what your return would be with your institutional bank, what your returns would be with your hedge funds, what your returns would be with your mutual funds. We talk about your 401k plans. These are all things that we have to know about and understand if we're talking about building capital to secure ourselves and get our generational wealth put together correctly. We'll even talk about generational wealth. We'll talk about the wealth gap, because these are things that are important that I think a lot of people don't understand what even wealth is. Like, what is wealth and what is the wealth gap? And, we'll address those things in this webinar, and we'll lead it into options as being a option for you, just one tool to help with to gain your financial freedom. There are plenty of other tools out there. You have real estate and quite other investments, but this is just one tool that we're going to show you that you can use to help give yourself some financial freedom. And we talk about this in the webinar, and we break it all the way down. We're not trying to, we want you to come to this webinar and leave out of here with an understanding of options where you feel like, what, I can run this option. I think I can run an option just off the webinar. And then on top of that, you'll get our free e-guide, which is now you can go through page by page in case you missed something in the webinar. You can go through page by page and really hone in on what it is that we were talking about in this webinar. So, like I say, it's a free webinar, guys. This free webinar, you're going to learn some real relevant information. You're going to really want to reach out to us at Discover Your Options, and that your is spelled Discover Your Options at gmail.com. Reach out to us and we'll talk to you. We have the YouTube page that has some starter videos on there. I mean, we're literally going to take a person that has never ever in life ran options, and we're going to show them how to grab possibly some real impressive returns. We have a real impressive track record, and I can come on this Facebook Live and say it because we can show it. We can show it. We can show every last one of our trades. We have a real impressive track record. We have a real, very impressive track record. There's not too many people out there. I'm not saying there isn't. I'm just saying there's not too many out there that can rival our track record. It shows. So join the webinar. It's going to be this Monday. If you have more questions, reach out to us at which is options at gmail.com. If you have any questions about the Academy itself, you can reach us on Facebook. You can reach me, Jay Johnson, or Coach Jackie Johnson in the inbox. You could go to discoveryouroptions.com and see the classroom page yourself. I mean, it's everything set up. You're really going to come in here and learn some things. You're going to, in 8 weeks, you will leave up out of here knowing how to run options. You will leave out of this program knowing how to run options. That's one thing I can guarantee, and I don't guarantee much, but I can guarantee that you join this boot camp, you're going to know how to run options, and you're going to know how to run them correctly. You're going to know how to run them the Discover Your Options way, and you're going to know how to run them correctly. So your chances of making money is higher than not. So I just wanted to reach out to you guys this morning. Love everyone. Everyone have a blessed day.